Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. I thought I'd start with my first video being my June 2020 bullet journal spread, and this month's theme is Mondrian. Let's get started. For this spread, I used a Micron pen by Sakura and Crayola Super Tip markers in these 4 colors. Let's start with the red one. For this cover page, I'm recreating one of Mondrian's compositions, and I'm starting by filling in the squares. For those of you who don't know who Piet Mondrian is, you probably know his work. He was a Dutch artist and was famous for painting these abstract squares in bold primary colors. He contributed a lot to the abstract art movement and to the Distille? I don't really know how to pronounce it, please don't roast me. He is one of my favorite artists. His work is very bold and has that modern, designy look to it. So now that I've finished coloring in all the squares, I'm going to outline all of the shapes with the Micron pen. To match the tone of Mondrian, I decided to go bold and avant-garde with the calendar. Instead of using each day's square as its own separate unit, I wanted to incorporate them all into a recreation of another Mondrian composition. I'm just doing the same thing as I did with the cover page, except now I'm outlining all the squares with the black Crayola Super Tip. I used the Micron pen to do the lettering, and I went for a cool Bauhaus font. Also, I just want to apologize for all the weird cuts in this video. While I was recording, my camera kept stopping at random places, as you'll see in 3, 2, 1... there it is. So you'll never see me fill in the letters of June, but I filled them in using the black Crayola marker. Like my calendar, I went very experimental with my habit tracker. I started by creating thick black borders that would separate some of the habits from each other. I placed all of the mini calendars in accordance with the composition, and as I complete my habits each day, the 3 going down on the left will be filled in with red, The 2 on top will be filled with yellow, and the 2 at the bottom will be blue. And again, I'm using the Bauhaus font for the titles of my pages. Here's my water tracker. I use this to drink at least 64 ounces of water a day. I have a Swell bottle. Hey Swell, please sponsor me. And it holds 16 ounces of water, so I drink and refill it 4 times a day. I don't know why I'm making an expense tracker for myself since I won't have any money rolling in, because I was recently furloughed due to a certain Miss Rona, which is also the reason why I'm starting this YouTube channel, but I still have to pay bills and buy groceries and whatnot, so I guess this page is still necessary. So this page is tailored specifically for me because I'm a college student and, like the rest of America, unemployed. So I'm trying to apply to as many scholarships as I can because, unlike Olivia Loughlin, I don't have rich parents to get me into school for free. You can convert this page into something else or just skip it entirely, it's totally up to you. But for me, this page is very necessary. This is a keep in mind page, which I find handy to jot things down that I'll need in the future. I went really experimental with this page as well. Instead of the composition acting as a border or to hold in text, I use this composition as a cool background, and whatever I write down, I'll just write over it. Here is another annoying example of where my camera skipped, so I'm sorry you don't get to see me fill in my mood/aesthetic page, but like the previous page, I use this composition as a background, which is why I didn't outline any of the squares. I do things a little differently from other bullet journalers when it comes to my weekly spreads. I use one page for an entire overview of my week, which I use to write my goals, the weather, and any events that are happening. Not that anything is happening right now during quarantine, but I made it anyway for the sake of this video. And for my daily spreads, I use an entire page each day because I just need to get that many things done, apparently. And there we have it. Here's the final flip through of my completed June 2020 bullet journal spread. had a lot of fun making this. It was a fun way to pass the time during quarantine. And I think this is a good theme for any art history lovers out there, and for anyone who just wants to try something a little different for their spreads. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!